Hey guys, welcome to another amazing episode on Life Pod with C. And this is the podcast where we talk about life experiences and we try to pick up on a few of them to see how we can suggest scenarios through which we can navigate those issues. And this particular episode today is very important because not only are we interrogating a very important topic, but I also have here with me a very important person in my life. So he's an architect by profession. He is a highly sought after conference speaker. He's a seasoned pastor and teacher of the word. I could go on and on with introductions, but I'm going to stop here. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends and brothers out there, and sisters as well, out there listening to this, it is with so much honor and pride I bring to you my pastor and my father, Reverend Lanre Oluseye.
All right. That's fine.
We're so honored to have you with us today.
Pleasure is mine. The pleasure is mine.
I know it's been quite a day for you already. I've been in the office for a few hours now, and I've seen that it's quite a long day, so I'm not going to hold you any further. We're just going to go straight into what we have to talk about today.
Okay.
Yeah, the world we're in today seems to play host to millions of variations, or as we'll call it, different versions of truth. Such that on a particular topic or issue, there are different points of view. People will come and say, "Oh, this is my point. This is how I see it." One common example I want to use is the one where people say, "Oh, Jesus isn't the only way. I think there are other ways to the Father and all of that and all of that." So that's one example we have. There's so many other examples, and this has given birth to the concept of my truth and your truth. People will say, "Oh, let's speak your truth. Say what's your own." We actually believe that I have a way of representing what I want to present to you as the truth, and then I just use that guise of my truth to say whatever I want to say. Now, this phenomenon is what has given birth or given rise to the discussion we're about to have today, the paradox of truth. Before I ask any question, I just want you to tell us, what, from a broad perspective, what you would have to say about this topic.
You know the truth. And there goes that word again.
That word again.
I can understand if people have different perspectives to truth because your experiences are your experiences. The fact that someone else has not gone through your experience does not invalidate your experience. So if I stand and say, this is my truth, then it is my truth. What I expect is you don't have to believe it, you don't have to agree, but you cannot invalidate it because it is what I feel. For instance, if someone says to you that I feel the way you talk to me makes me feel in a particular way, even though you don't think it should make the person feel that way, you cannot invalidate their feeling because you're not the one at the receiving end. You don't know what they're feeling. So if they are bold enough to say, this is what I am feeling, I think the best thing to do is to offer empathy and respect the person's truth, even though you don't have to agree to their truth. All right? You give an example, people say, oh, there are different ways to God and all of that. I don't want to wait to find out.
Exactly.
All right? I'm a pastor, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer. I stick with the word. And in the word, he says, I am the way, not a way. A way automatically implies that there are many ways. But he says, I am the way. So if he's the way, I will prefer to follow the way and get to where the way is leading me to. If I get there and find out that there are other ways, all well and good for all the people that follow the other way. But as far as I am concerned, because I am a Christian and I am a believer, I will follow the way, regardless of what anybody else thinks, because my opinion does not invalidate theirs. That is, for me, that is the honest truth. Yeah.
Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. I just want to throw a few questions
Sure.
to you because I want to try and see how we can make it as short and concise as possible. I was having a conversation with someone, a friend of mine, about this topic when I first had the idea about this, and I was just asking questions around. He said something quite very striking. He said, "Truth operates in the singular." And so what I picked out from there is that there are no other parts to the truth. The truth is what it is, and that is the truth. So I don't know, what can you tell us about that truth?
Profundity at times does not equal wisdom. The fact that a statement sounds profound does not mean it is a wise statement.
Okay.
Because honestly, I think I do not agree with your friend.
Okay.
Concerning the singularity of truth. Because we are different. We are bound to see things from different perspectives based on how we were socialized, how we grew up, knowledge, enlightenment, education, exposure. All of these things influence our worldview, ideologies, and how we see things. So, to say that, in a way, thinking of it deeply now, in a way, there may be some correctness. I'm trying to avoid the word truth. All right? To what the person has said, but honestly, my truth is my truth. I'm the one who has experienced it.
What you've experienced, yes.
And whether you believe me or not does not invalidate that I experienced what I experienced.
True.
So for us to say there is uniformity of truth, that's so, no. What I say to you is the truth is the truth. There's only one way to the truth. I feel it's a little, how will I put it now? Not taking into consideration the different perspectives that exist in the world today.
Okay.
And in my mind, it kind of feels like when someone says my way or the highway, it's either my truth or no truth.
No truth at all.
The singularity of truth. It can only be the way I am expressing it. I find that hard to swallow. I struggle with that. I struggle with that. Whilst I respect the person's opinion, see, it's different if you say to me that what has happened is what has happened and nothing can change nothing, there's no other way to express what has happened. In that way, you can see there's singularity to truth because what has happened is what has happened.
Exactly.
If someone rapes a child, you have raped the child. You should go to jail.
Yes.
For us to say, no, it did not actually. The truth is that the child was raped by this person. So in that case, in fact, really, in that case, truth is basically a statement of fact. And I think in a broader definition of the word truth, you have to go broader than just stating facts.
So can we say that apart from black and white, then there's the gray area?
See, as a much younger man, I was some sort of Puritan, and I say that because I felt life was only in black and white. But the truth, as I have grown, and
I promise you, this is no setup.
no, it's fine. Even I am realizing how often we use the word truth.
Yes.
I realize that a large chunk of life is lived in gray. That place where it is too dark to be white, too bright to be dark. Somewhere in between, life ebbs and flows through it. That's why many things in life don't have easy answers. There are no easy answers. Someone says, oh, why did you beat your wife? Truth is that nobody should beat their wife. Nobody should lift a hand against a woman. Nobody. It is totally, but you don't know the buttons that were pushed to get the person to the point. I've seen some of the most gentle people get so mad that they hit people. Let me not even say woman, maybe man to man. I've seen some of the most gentle people hit people because they were pushed. But you see, when the facts are being stated, all of us are going to focus on, he hit him. Why would he hit him? Why would a man hit another person? And we forget that action and reaction usually are equal and opposite.
Yes.
That people are pushed to the brink. And I'm not supporting that kind of violence. I feel there should be enough emotional intelligence to be able to pull back at the point of explosion, where you want to explode. But in the same vein, we must also extend some grace to the person that was pushed to the brink.
True.
At times when we are pushed, is fight or flight. And some people don't know how to flight. They don't know how to run. They will turn and face you. I'm a Niger Delta guy. Okay, I'm a Yoruba guy, but I've lived in Niger Delta long enough to take ownership. All die and I die.
That was very helpful, sir. That's very helpful. And the next question I want to ask, I also feel like you touched on it, but I just want to bring it out again. I won't mind hearing again what you've said
Okay.
earlier. Is truth really absolute? And it's a two-part question. Is truth really absolute? And if it is, where does it apply?
Oluwatosin, Oluwatosin, the Jesus that I know is enough for me. In a manner of speaking, truth is absolute.
Okay.
Application, though, maybe not so absolute. But if an event has happened, the event has happened. That is a statement of fact. It is truth. How you choose to interpret it, though, is different. So you can see it as a life-changing, horrible event, and someone says, just another day in the office, it go pass, and life moves on. Both of them have experienced the same thing. Fact, truth, as it were. Application and how it affects them. And those things affect, you see, when they're both saying how it affects them, they are stating truth.
True.
So the person saying, oh my God, how do I recover from this? That is their truth. Yeah, the person saying, leave this thing, nothing. It will pass. Gotten a t-shirt and a face cap, it will pass, and moves on. It's also stating their truth. So in a manner of speaking, yes, truth is absolute. There must be the place for black and the place for white, even though we know that gray exists.
Makes sense.
I feel the problem is when people stick with black and white and try to ignore the existence of gray. But gray is with us. See, we are constantly evolving from one ideology to another, from one mindset to another, from one way to another. I can give you an example. I grew up in a particular kind of environment that predisposed me to saying that I'm going to have multiple wives, for instance. And I believed it. I used to tell myself, what will I be doing with one woman with all the beauty on this earth? For what reason?
And you found a way to make it make sense to you at the time.
I believed it. I said it with my full chest to my friends. That minimum I will have 3. Truth. But what happened? I met Jesus. I got better education.
Yeah.
I got better exposure, enlightenment. I evolved. My mind evolved. And I came to another place where now I say it is one woman for the rest of my life. Also truth.
Wow.
Because as we evolve, things change. Ideologies change. There's nothing static in life. Everything is constantly in a state of flux. Everything's constantly moving. Either forward or backwards, but we're constantly moving. Constantly.
Okay. I just want to quickly ask this one. When we talked about different points of view, this person sees it this thing like this, this person sees this thing like this. I'm just from my own small understanding. Let me put it that way. Do you think that that could be a trap that people could use that as escape
Of course. Of
or
course.
a tool or something?
No, of course. See, I don't like it when we swing to the extreme of either being too liberal or being too harsh. There's a place where common sense demands that we act in a particular way. There are laws of decency. There are laws of moderation. There are standards of living. There are codes for existence. There are things that we all agree unanimously. I cannot say my truth is that I sleep with every woman, then I come and sleep with your wife.
Yes.
I say, no, you can't say anything. It's my truth. My truth is that any woman is fair game. Do you understand? There is a moral code. That any society that does not have a moral code is going to end in chaos. So there is that place where we all agree. There's a confluence of agreement that this is what is decent.
Yes.
This is what is correct to do. This is how someone should behave. Otherwise, we are not different from animals. If we become just instinctive and we do things on instinct, then we're not different from animals. But we're able to live in a community of people because there are codes, there are standards, there are rules that govern behavior and interaction, and I think those things must be respected, regardless of what your view is or what my view is. You see, I will tell you, one of the things that's happened in recent times that I had a big problem with was that trend. When it was trending and people would say, we listen, we don't judge. I had a big issue with it because I felt it gave one party the right to speak their truth and took the power of reaction from the other person.
Wow.
So you come to me, we listen, we don't judge, we listen, we don't judge. Oh, I was not that poisoning your baby. We listen, we don't judge. And you don't expect, I'm supposed to take it. Excuse me.
Before you complete the sentence.
You will go to jail. I promise you.
Absolutely.
So you can say, oh, I've just declared my truth, and I realized homes were being wrecked because things were coming out of the closet in ways that took power away from people to react. So someone gets up in a house that has father, mother, and says, oh, sorry, I raped your daughter when she was 6. We listen, we don't judge. We listen. So you are not supposed to judge me. Dude! You've been in jail like this, you just don't know it. So your truth cannot invalidate my truth. But between both of us, our truth must bow to an agreed moral standard.
That makes sense.
That's why as Christians, I tell people the word of God has got to be the final authority because you are always going to have your truth. I'm going to have my truth. And where two truths collide, we go to the truth.
I wanted to stand up and shout glory.
The truth and the life. So when my truth and your truths are at variance with each other, we go to The truth. And we have an understanding that the truth settles it. So if there's going to be order in any environment, any community, there's got to be moral standards.
Yes.
There's got to be moral standards. I tell believers all the time, the foundation of the law standeth sure, having this seal, let everyone that names the name of the Lord depart from iniquity. The Lord knows those that are his, whether you agree to it or not. The foundation of the Lord standeth sure. There is a moral code that we all agree to live by, regardless of how you experience your truth and how I experience my truth. I can't say my truth is that I woke up today, my hands are itching me, I need to be slapping everybody that I see. I entered the street, the first man that I see, Hawa! I don't think I'm going to make it back home because some people are not going to agree.
I had to say slap Mopo now.
You know, I don't think some people are going to agree on the basis of, oh, it's your truth, so you can do whatever it is that you please. I don't think so. So I feel there is always the place of a moral code, and I think it is important. It's important for order in any community of people. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm going to be wrapping up, but before we go, I'm part of a generation that says, I say whatever is on my mind. Anyhow, I don't care. I mean, it's my
right. It's
mouth,
my
it's my
truth.
right. I should be able to voice. I should be able to.
Freedom of expression.
Yes. Can you please just speak to this?
A fool uttereth all his mind. A fool, when he keeps quiet, is considered as wise.
Oh boy.
So when your generation makes loud statements like that, the only thing on display is their level of wisdom. It means they don't have a lot of it. There's a place for discretion, common sense. It's not everything that you see that you say. It's not every feeling. It means there's no emotional intelligence. There's no awareness. There's no sense of, you don't know how to read a room. Nobody lives like that. Nobody rises like that. Even the generation that says, I say my mind, I say, in certain spaces.
They will not.
They won't do it. They won't do it. They won't do it. And this is not about muzzling free speech. It's just common sense.
Yes.
Common sense. It's not every time you speak, you are measured. You know when to speak, when to refrain from speaking. In fact, when your words are measured, they carry more weight.
True.
People that are always talking are largely not taken seriously.
Yes.
It's okay. I have an opinion on everything. You know, I must voice my opinion. You cannot have a very. Yeah. People are going to tune you. Like, yeah, just let him rant. It's okay. It'll be fine.
When he's done, we'll continue.
They don't take them too seriously. Have you not met people that everybody's talking, and there's one guy that's quiet?
Yes.
And then when that guy eventually speaks, is the end of discussion.
True.
Because he's had the time to consider every other person's opinion, weigh it, process it, distill it, come up with a position that makes him sound wiser than all of us.
And he takes his sweet time to just talk.
You see, he drops that thing that he's saying. It's a mic drop moment. You know, like I said, he said, there's nothing more to say here. And we all agree there's nothing more to say. Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I believe we've been able to, out of your busy schedule, you've been able to make our time to, give us some of your wisdom, to share your wisdom with us. Because, like I said, this is a topic this is one that is very dear to my heart. I have actually thought about it over time. and I didn't just jump into this. I would have said, let me try to do it on my own, but I was like, "Ah, where do I want to start from with all the
Yeah.
wisdom and all?" But thank you so much, sir, for
Thank you for the privilege.
yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. We'll be drawing the curtains here until I come your way again. This has been Life Pod with C, and you've been listening to the voice of my pastor and my father, Reverend Larry. I will not just, I'll say it again. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you guys for your time. Thank
All
you.
right.
Peace.